All right. Hey everybody. Ozmankollects63 here, and welcome back for another episode or another number of Relax and Read, where we're going over Daredevil number 131, the FA of Bullseye, which is a very well-known Daredevil bad guy, as well as that's what my words are. There's another big bad guy in the Marvel universe. First of all, happy Friday, everybody. We made it through another busy working week. So I know my week has definitely been jam packed, and I'm glad it's the weekend. No overtime going for me this weekend, so weekend's all mine. If you're still getting through your Friday, so nearly there, guys. Hang in there. Oh, I got some comments. Hey, you got some comments. I got D say good night, Alex. Say thanks for dropping in, D. There's the man himself. Got you all. I'm working away. Nice one, Chris. Say thanks for dropping in. And in case you can tell by the big banner here, this was actually requested for by Chris Severs. So this is for you, Chris. So hopefully you enjoy the reading. And yeah. So, sorry, excuse me. So I think I'm coming down with a bit of a cold. I think my kids have poisoned me. Bloody kids catch everything. Well, cheers everybody. So let's get into this. Let's get into this comic. So if I share my screen, by the way, this is live, so anything can happen. So if I come through all crackly or have any problems, let me know in the comments here, and we'll get into it. Right. So if I bring up my trusty screen here, so we have got Daredevil number 131, which is the first appearance of Bullseye. So this issue here, this is on the digital collectors platform VeVe, which is right up here in my little screen. So it says VeVe. So if you're interested in this comic book, you can download the app from the Google Store or the iOS Store. So whatever your provider may be. I'm personally an Android guy. And so this is the ultra rare cover, which is by Idrella Silva. I'm trying to get the pronunciation right there, but yeah, look at that. All of its glory. So throwing darts, saying get out. So look, Bullseye. Look, I can zoom right in on that. Whoops. Bullseye never misses. It's a very, very impressive cover. So the way this works is on VeVe here. If we scroll on down, we've got all our different covers. So we've got our common cover, which is the one that most people know and love. And I believe that is by Rich Buckler. Rich Buckler, that's right. So this comic book was published in February 29th of 1976. And on the VeVe app here, there's 30,000 editions of it. So this is our common cover, which is our colored, well-known variant, which is there's 21k editions of that one. There's our uncommon cover, which is our black and white. Very, very cool. So I love the way how Daredevil sort of pops out. That there is 5,000 editions of that cover. And then we've got our rare and ultra rare covers. Now these are VeVe exclusive covers, so you can't find these out in the real world. So if you want these covers, you gotta get them on VeVe. So could be very, very collectible in the future. And we have our rare. Our rare cover is a black and white cover here, which has Daredevil front and center. This one's done by Stephen Mooney, which also has other work on the VeVe platform as well. I think some of his work includes one of them being F.A. Banshee, but I can't remember what the number of that comic is. But that's just. But yeah, look him up; it'll be there. We have our ultra rare cover, which is done by Idris Silva. Hopefully, I say that right. But yeah, look at that. That ultra rare cover is very nice. So you've got Bullseye front and center. The colors just popping all over the place. And of course, we've got our secret rare. Now, the secret rare, there's 1,050 editions of the ultra rare, and the secret rare there is 600 editions of the secret rare, and that's and the secret rare cover. That's an interior panel taken from inside the comic book, which we will be getting to very soon. So what else can I say about this book? So let's have a look here. So if I zoom out, get rid of that. Here we go. So it says here that Daredevil 131, the first appearance of Bullseye. Daredevil's deadliest nemesis in his debut of Marvel's most maniacal marksman. Daredevil learns that his adversary is quite the showman, and Dee has been lured to a very public battle. Ooh. So what we'll do is we'll play some music and we'll open up this comic book and have a read and check out the interior of it. So there's a few other little bits and pieces there as well. This is 131. So my edition, that one. So what edition have I got? So I've got variant, I think 1050. Is that what I got? Oh no, I got 4253. So not too bad. Listing price, you can probably tell I paid way too much for it back in the day, but I don't care because it's a cool comic book. So just a quick rundown on VeVe. So like I said, VeVe is a digital collectors platform where they basically deal in licensed digital collectibles, ranging from comic books to digital collectibles, whether that be Marvel, Disney, Star Wars. They've got a whole array of stuff, which we'll go over after we've done our comic book reading. But if you want to pick, all you do is basically just download the app, create yourself an account. You just got to do a bit of KYC, which is know your customer. So just give them all the relative details. Then you can open up an account or open up a profile in the VeVe app. And it's just as simple as you just link your chosen payment method, whether that be a debit card, credit card, and you basically you see what you like. You have to preload your account with gems, which is the app's in-house currency, which is more or less equal to 1-to-1 US dollar. And basically you just like it and you buy it. And then basically just you have like a little collections page here. So you go collections. This is just mine, for examples. So you get all sorts of cool stuff. I got all like my Predator posters because I'm a big Predator fan, as those of you who know me very, very well. And got a collection of your comic books. So I'll have a brief little look over basically just you can display them all like that. It's a few of mine just right off the top, and you can go into them, display them, read them, and that's more or less what it is. And they're basically in pristine condition for forever because they're digital, so you don't have to worry about preserving them, keeping them in pristine condition, easily storable. You can store like obviously thousands and thousands of comics in this because you don't have to worry about massive heavy long boxes, which is another big plus. But yeah, check it out. So VeVe, I've got links down in the descriptions below, so check that out if you're interested. And let's chuck on some music and get into reading this comic book. So if I go back to, like I said before, this is all live, so anything can happen. So bear with me. Tell you what, let's go over to that one. Okay, so this is so we've got our ultra rare cover here. So this is going to be page 1. So let's chuck on some music and get into it. Oh, we have a few comments as well. Let's go. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Looks like everyone's listening at work, so hopefully everyone's not working too hard. Everyone's having a good day, and let's get into it. So it's enough rambling from me. So if I chuck on some music, let's go with that's fun. That's groovy. Go on that. If the music's too loud, let me know, and I'll adjust it. But I think that's sounding pretty good. Right, so let's get into it. All right, page 1. So I'm gonna get zooming. Let's get right up here on the ultra rare cover. So we've got Daredevil here front and center. And it says, "Yeah, Hornfred, I just killed I'm gonna kill you too. Bullseye never misses," he says. Actually, I might just turn that. I don't know about you guys, but that music is quite loud in my ears, so I'm just going to turn it down just a touch, if I can find mine. That's a bit better. There we go. All right, let's get into it. All right. Page 2. So this is an 18-page comic, so it's actually quite short because some of the readings we've done in the past have all averaged anywhere between 25 pages and 27. So 18 pages is quite short, so we should be able to zip through this quite quickly. And a big thank you for everybody who's tuning in. If you're tuning in on Twitter, on YouTube, so I see we've got two viewers on YouTube, so thank you to two viewers. I can't see who's viewing on Twitter, but if you're viewing on Twitter, leave us a comment, leave us a like, leave us a thumbs up at the very least. Let us know that you enjoy these, and we'll do some more in the future. I've even got this streaming to my own YouTube channel now, which is under Ozmankollects63. So give that a like as well. Give it a follow if you like. And yeah, let's get into it. So, page 2. He dwells in eternal night, but the blackness is filled with the sounds and scents and tastes and textures that other men cannot perceive. For though attorney Matt Murdock is blind, his other 4 senses function with superhuman sharpness. His uncanny radar sense guides him over every obstacle. He stalks the streets by night, a relentless, red-garbed foe of evil. Stan Lee presents Daredevil, the man without fear. Oh, I see Evolves just joined the house. Ew. So I'll bring out some comments in a minute. It says, watch out for Bullseye. He never misses. And it says here, ever wonder what a superhero does in between the adventures chronicled for you each month? Take a sweet Daredevil yourself. Okay. So we've got Daredevil swinging into action. He's about to bust a jewels heist, because that's very original, busting out the jewelers. Daredevil, they say, you're supposed to be dead. I shot you myself, he says. I could pull that old Mark Twain line, Westcott, but frankly, I'm as bored with you as probably you are. Ooh, that's better. Suffice it to say, you and your Rocketeers have won a special hornhead bonus. Namely, a 10-year stay up the river at the Attic Hilton. He's trying to say you guys have got jail time coming your way, so look out. Oh, also a little disclaimer there. No similarity between any of these names, characters, persons, and institutions in their magazine with those of any living or dead persons or institutions intended and such. Similarity will may exist in purely because of incidental. So that was my little disclaimer attempt there. If you can see it on the screen, yeah, very cool. All right, page 3. I think they're making a break for the getaway car. I've been waiting for you to make a wrong move, Westcott. Waiting to jump down the throats of your slimy little gang. And now's my chance. The Rocketeers have blown it. Bang! And kicks him in the face, and the jewels go everywhere. Ah, he says. That Daredevil's swinging around. He's pretending he's Spider-Man. He's just swinging off everything. You fellas just don't know when to stop, do you? He says. Stand still, I'll blast you. You move too fast, he says. They're trying to blast him, but he's swinging around like Spider-Man. That's the general idea, ugly, and smacks him in the face again. Oh, they're going for the getaway car. They're making a break for it. I ain't hanging around here, waiting to be beaten to a pulp, he says. Sorry, boss, but it's every man for himself. Oh no, one of the gang's getting away in the rocket car. The rocket car. How cool. Okay. And I just can't allow something like that to blemish my spotless record, can I? Of course I can't. Make way, Homer, he says, and I think he's about to swing right through the door and kick him in the face. Page 4 or 5. Oh, excuse me. Here comes Daredevil, the man without fear. Look at that, he's come straight through the car and smacked him straight out of the bloody car. Look at it, he's even taken the steering wheel with him. Savio, I did it. At long last, the Rocketeers are down and out, which means I can get some rest for at least one night. Until the next Joker comes this way, he says. What a business. Cart him away, officer. I'm done with him, says Daredevil. I can sure see that, Daredevil. By the way, District Attorney Tower asked to speak with you. So who's this guy? Tower. Mr. Tower, it's a pleasure. Congratulations on your victory. Thanks, Daredevil. It's going to be a tough job, and I wish to thank the man who's making it just a tad easier. Okay, guy in a white suit, looking very up class. He's probably a bad guy or something shady. The way you handled the Rocketeer gang impressed this fledgling DA. Daredevil, you're a great asset to the city, and I, for one, wish to tell you that in person, and to thank you for everyone involved in City Hall. What can I say, Mr. DA? But thank you. Very modest of him. Come over to page. Where are we? Page 5. Oh, too far. Here we go. Let's now move ahead just a few hours. Yes, I mean it. Yes, I mean it. I don't mind losing the election. I actually relish the idea of freedom from the political arena for a while. And no, I don't plan to contest the election results based on those commercials. I believe the police and the new DA will handle the inquiry. Of course you can, quote me, Eric. Good day, she says. Take a seat, will you, Miss Galahad? Galahad. Matt, Mrs. Galahad, Mrs. Galahad, care for some coffee and donuts? I don't know about you, but I just can't function till I've had something. Sure, Heather, pour on. You're a dear girl. I will have some if you don't mind. So they're just chilling, having some coffee and donuts. Play Breakfast of Champions. Might just fix that music up a little bit. So, how's the music sounding on everybody? Is it a bit too loud? It's a bit loud in my ears. Actually, let's change it. It's a bit more mellow. That's better. There we go. I don't know about you guys. That music was a bit loud in my ears, so let's try something a bit more mellow on. Right, let's get back to it. So right now we're back to coffee and donuts. Like I was saying, Breakfast of Champions. All the tenants asked me to represent them in this. The problem, Mr. Murdoch, is the apartment house we live in. All the tenants asked me to in this. Okay. We get no heat, no hot water, the plaster is peeling, and the cockroaches, they're almost as big as rats, and I hate to tell you how big the rats are. In short, Mr. Murdoch, we tenants... So I'm just read a quick comment from Collector's Gone Digital. Thanks for dropping in, mate. It says, remember to eat the donuts starting upside down. Good tip, good tip. Hope you're doing good, mate. Hope you're enjoying the reading. To tell you, big rats are. In short, Mr. Murdoch, we tenants need a lawyer to help us find and prosecute the owner, whoever he is. So it sounds like they're having problems with their building. Let's read on and find out what they might be. Heather, I'm going with Mrs. Galahad to speak with the other tenants. I should be back shortly. Good hunting, Matt. One might call it a coincidence, but less than 2 city blocks from the building where Matt is heading, there is a 2-story rundown building whose tenant is not complaining about the shabby shape his apartment is in. You see, this tenant wishes to attract no attention to himself. Ooh, who's our tenant? And perhaps this is the reason why. Nelson lost the election. Haven't I done what he wanted? You promised to release me once I did as he commanded. And I did by creating those commercials. So I wonder who this guy is. Let's read on. Page 6 and 7. So who's this guy? There's nothing more I can do for you. You know now how to operate the machine. What else do you want from me before you free me? Hey, they ain't gonna free him. Club, I'll release you after I've finished my plans, not a moment sooner. Back to the editor. I wish to prepare another broadcast. Bang! Smacks him straight in the jaw. Why do I even show you my device? Why? Enough whimpering, dolt. You have a job to do. Now. So these guys, a prisoner of someone, is doing broadcasts, is trying to get a bit of propaganda going on there. Above the city, floating silently over the ballad noise, far below, a paper plane soars forward. Okay, we got a paper plane flying blue. Bit weird. Somehow guided towards one certain block, one definitive skyscraper, one particular window. And it matters none that said window is closed. What? Says the man. It can't be. But... So someone's throwing a paper plane all the way through the window and into this guy's... on top of this guy's plant. It's a paper plane, he says. But now, could it break... But how could it break through my window? Is this some kind of tricky thing, it says? It can't be. None of my employees would dare joke with me. They're all too frightened of losing their jobs. Written a message for me? Oh, it's got a message on it. What's it going to say? What? Pay me $100,000 or I will kill you. Bullseye. Oh dear. It says, give me 100 grand, I'm going to kill you. Very original. Oh, uh-oh. What sort of nonsense is this? Someone's going to answer for this tasteless joke, and when I find the culprit, I'm going to fire him, he says. I honestly doubt that, Mr. Huncut? Huncut? Oh, who? That costume, he says. So nice of you to notice. Well tailored, is it not? Who in the blazes are you, he says. Oh, how rude of me not to mention my name. Well, probably meaningless to you, Mr. Huncut. Uh-oh. No, I don't have any money here. But... No money? Tisk tisk, he says. I so wanted that payment, Mr. Huncut. Oh well, I can see there is no other alternative. I must carry out my threat to the letter, he says. And in typical Bullseye fashion, he throws what looks like a ballpoint pen at him. Though you will probably recognize my shall we say stage name? It's Bullseye. And yes, the same one who just sent that note. Do you have the money I asked for? Oh, I think I read that a little bit backwards, but oh well. Anyway, it says, no, I don't have any money. Oh, well, too bad. I'm going to throw this pen at you. And it's going to get you. Where's it going to get you? Right in the throat. He says. Though please don't take this personally, Mr. Huncut. We've just met, and though you seem to be a rather rude fellow, I'm quite sure you are probably good to children and dogs. Alas, your death is strictly business and therefore necessary. And right now, I just can't afford to take any losses. The recession and such. So he's basically saying, times are tough, money's tight. Unfortunately, I have to kill you. But I really wanted that 100 grand. So, too bad, buddy. Nah, very cool. Right, let's read on. Pages 8 and 9. Meanwhile, so it looks like Matt's gone to the tenants building, see what's going on, see how bad the place really is and how big the rats really are. Yeah, Mrs. Gilhart. Right, mister, this place has fallen apart. See for yourself. Hey, I'm sorry about that. It's just that, you know, move like a blind man. Know what I mean? It's all right. Please go on. Oh, I see. He made a Can't you see what's going on? He's like, I'm blind, you idiot. Our manager don't do nothing, and the owner, well, all we know is this: send our rent checks to Glen Industries. And once, sorry guys, I'm just reading a couple of the comments here. I'll pull them up in just a sec. And once tried calling, but they kept hanging up on me. I understand and thanks. I'll check into what I can do, says Matt. And the bizarre murder has drawn the police to 344 86th Street. Where are the police? Alright, so saying they send their rent checks to this Glen Industries, but nobody's coming to help them because their building's falling apart. But looks like there's problems are brewing, so Daredevil's gonna have to suit up and get into it. Oh, here we go. He's flying through the air like he's pretending he's Spider-Man again. My ears perked up at the sound of bizarre murder, and since all Matt could do was listen to more complaints, it seemed a perfect time to leave. And to call Foggy to check out Glen Industries, while old Hornhead goes city swinging. This is the place, and the voices inside probably come from the police. And since I don't particularly know what they think of costume heroes these days, I better just listen in for now, he says, thinking to himself. Oh look, he's got his sonar vision going on here. Two inside. One young, excited, he's pointing at the body. The other one's replying. The older has a gruff voice. Not at all excited as if he's been through this 100 times. Okay, so he's not excited as he's been through this 100 times. So is this another dead Joker? Whoa. There we go, right. We got a couple of comments coming up. Chris Evers says, if you haven't watched Bullseye, a big part of Disney Plus TV series, did a great job with his character as he's an anti-hero and should be back in season 4. Colin Farrell was good too in that Affleck attempt. I actually thought Colin Farrell actually at the time did a really, really good job. It was fun. So made a couple of jokes, especially about wanting a costume. I thought that was quite funny. I want to say, we got Collector's Gone Digital in the house. Thanks for joining us, Josh. Yo, Shawnee Pooh's here. Sorry I'm late. Cool, guys. All right, let's get back into it. Oh, look who else has just joined in as well. We got Fro in the house. Let's go. I love this comic. Thanks, Fro. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the reading. Like I said, if you like it, like, comment, subscribe, give us a bit of feedback. I always appreciate feedback, whether it's good, bad, or anything in between. All right, we're up to page 9. Oops. There we go. Page 9. Whoops, there we go. This is an example of all those who refuse to pay Bullseye, it says on the wall there, with the poor bloke got his pen hanging out of his neck. A nut did this. You want to know now? I know. Listen. A. Only a full-fledged banana would leave a message for us. B. Not only a message, but he took the time to spray paint that ridiculous bullseye over the body and the wall. And 3. Look at the rug. He dug the victim to where we could write that note. A nut. Case closed. Alright, so basically he took the time to spray paint the bullseye and drag in there so he could write it. Nut. Case closed. Ooh. You're probably right, Lieutenant Rose. Now the question is, why did this bullseye kill this man? It couldn't only be for the money, could it? Couldn't it? Would they teach you motivation? Jones, Sesame Street. Message says money, time. It's spent money straight and simple. Yeah, so it's all about the money. So everything boils down to in life. It's usually either time or money, one of the two. I agree with you, Lieutenant Rose. Pardon me, I couldn't help but listen in. Daredevil. Great, just what I need now, a circus clown. Get your jewels then, split clown. I didn't come here for cheap thrills, Lieutenant. I have a few ideas. You just may have overlooked them. Now isn't that peachy, he says. 24 years, Brent Rose has been investigating murders without the help of clowns. Now one pops up on the 17th floor of a building through the window, and no less, and says, I missed a clue. Cute, real cute, he says. Okay, clown, I'll humor you. Give me your spiel and get out of here. So he's saying, I've been doing this job for 24 years and I don't need a clown in a red horn devil suit telling me how to do my job. A typical old Dirty Harry style copper. Nah, very cool. Love the interior artwork on this piece too. Very cool. All right, page 10, 11. I think we're getting towards the end of this comic already. Very short. All right, I'll make it short, he says. That hole in the window was made by this note. Seemingly, it's just a piece of paper. Only it's not ordinary paper. Notice the fold marks? Refolded the paper according to them? And you have yourself a paper aeroplane. Voila! Wow, look at that. Round of applause, everybody. He made an aeroplane. Strange as it may seem, clown, I already knew that. We cops aren't as dumb as you big shot hero clowns think we are. I never said you were, Lieutenant. I was just helping one last item. Don't bother checking for fingerprints. The murderer wore gloves. The absence of heat residue on the pen is proof of that. Okay, clown. You've had your fun. Now scram. I was about to, Lieutenant Rose. 1 minute, Daredevil. The name's Cornover. Jake Cornover. Reporter from the Bugle. Okay. Can I speak with you privately, Daredevil? I don't do interviews, Mr. Cornover. I'm not asking for any. I just wish to speak with you in my office. And do wear a coat to cover that uniform. Mr. Jameson isn't exactly fond of the costume crime fighters, especially if you dress like a spider. J. Jonah Jameson does not like costume folks. Right, this is page 11. Thanks for coming to see her. I have some rather definitive information about this Bullseye character that I don't think I should let the police have. Which sounds to me to be somewhat extra legal. Yeah, I know. You see, I'm a reporter, crime beat. Been on it for 15 years. And well, I know a rather large number of, shall we say, indiscreet characters. Some give me information, and well, I don't like divulging my sources, which the police do not always understand. You see what I mean to do? So saying like, I got sources all over the city. Say I don't like divulging my sources. Well, that was a mouthful. But I'm going to tell it just for you. I'm all ears, says Daredevil. Because he's blind and that's all he's got. Sit down and take a load off your feet. Dee Dee, you'll live longer if you learn to relax. That's what we're doing on this. We're relaxing and reading. Anyway, this character who calls himself Bullseye, well, I don't know who he really is, but I know his background, his origins. Ooh, we got an origin story coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. War, it does strange things to a guy. Me, I was in Korea. Just made it by a year. Blast the luck, I was that much too young. Just made it by a year. Blast the luck, too young. Anyway, this Bullseye character was in the war too. He was in Vietnam. So Bullseye was in Vietnam. Like I said, Daredevil, war changes people. You can't go killing people and not be changed. And I don't care if it is the enemy you kill. People are people, right? Anyway, our boy was in Nam. So we're cutting to a flashback of Bullseye going Full Metal Jacket in Vietnam by the looks of this. And he was gun-ho. He didn't only want to kill the Kong, he wanted to destroy him. It was a great soldier, our boy was. Now look at that face. Very Sergeant Brock. But that's DC, this is Marvel. Alright, page 12 and 13. So we got Daredevil, Bullseye's background story. So we're in Vietnam. He was patrolling the paddies one day when he heard this gorilla sneak up behind him. He spun around and fired his rifle, only it was empty. Then he saw the VC raise his gun. So what does he do? In full Bullseye fashion, he throws his gun at him. Now our boy could have died right there, and maybe Huncut would have lived. But you see, this always has this unique knack for throwing things. Always had a perfect aim. Fact is, he was signed up with the major leagues when this war broke out, and he enlisted. So the major leagues. Oh, okay, so he used to play baseball. So something inside told him to throw his rifle at the enemy, and he did, and he lived. So look at that, copped him straight in the chest. Bah! Bayonet to the chest. Take that. After the war, our boy became a mercenary in Africa, perfecting his use of weapons and learning about new, strange, exotic ones, all of which his uncanny aim were twice as deadly as before. So look at that, he's gone all George of the jungle and throwing things left, right, and center at poor, defenseless. I'm guessing that's probably some kind of huntsman or poacher or someone. But yeah, he just gradually got worse and more deadly as the years went on. It's true, believe me, I saw him toss about a few items and I couldn't believe how he turned them into weapons. Your informer, I guess, then? Yeah, it was him. He came here to tell me the story himself. You see, if he craves publicity, figures it will frighten his future victims into paying him off right away. He only killed Huncut as an example for others. He never intended that man to live. Thanks, Cornover. You may not have helped me find Bullseye, but I think I may have gotten some angles on where he's at, which might prove just as important, he says. Take it easy, DD, and get some rest. You could give yourself an ulcer, he says. An ulcer should be the least of my problems right now, he says. The Bullseye is a master of all weapons, and he's most definitely deadlier. Well, there's nothing more I can do, and maybe Matt Murdock had better return to the shop front. Heather's probably frantic about me right now. So he's on his way back, saying, job well done, that'll do for today. Let's go back, chill, and have some more coffee and donuts. Uh-oh. Sound of something whooshing by me. Good grief, unless my radar sensors have short circuit. It's a hand grenade. Uh-oh, we've gone into Daredevil vision. Woo! Oh, the grenade has 4.5 second fuse. And at this rate, the acid's burning. 4.5 seconds. What's he going to do in 4.5 seconds? He's going to leap out of the way. I only have about a second to... Oh, knocks it away and then boom! Oh, it's going square in the back. I wonder if that's going to mess with his senses or not. Let's read on. Ooh, sorry, get a bit of water. Wow, doing all this reading dries your throat out. He's stunned. I can't think straight. Okay, we'll just take a little bit of a moment to check some of the comments here. Hey, we've got Gary in the house. Hey fam, joining here while I work. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, Gary. So hope you're having a good one, buddy. Hope your travels are going well. I see you popping up all over the shop. And it says, I tell Drew to drink water constantly as well. That's it. If you're going to drink anything, drink water. Stay hydrated. Oh, look at that. Fro says he's got mints 3076. It was March of 1976 when Daredevil was first published. Fro and Chris doing that mint hunting business again. Good job, guys. So I always shocked like how you guys come up with these amazing numbers. Definitely have a lot more patience for it than I do. Though I do enjoy a good sequential mint or binary or palindrome mint from time to time. Anyway, let's read on. So we're up to page 14 and 15. Whoops, wrong buttons. There we go. So Daredevil's just had a hand grenade thrown at him. And let's see how he's recovering. Stunned, I can't think straight. Come on, Hornhead, get your act together. Or a splat all over the sidewalk. So he's falling, his senses all over the shop. He's got to get his bits and pieces together or he's going to go bleh. Head's clearing, but it may be too late. Only moments to act, to shoot out my Billy Club line. Come on, it's only you and me, Billy boy. He's shooting at his Billy Club like he's Batman with his grappling hook. He's trying to get something. Bingo, another second and they'd be scraping me off the concrete. Uh-oh, there's Bullseye. He's moving in. Ah, my scarlet friend. You're well earned your reputation, I see. Very good. It will only add to the sport. When we engage in our final and most inevitable duel. Wow. How's that for monologuing? Talking to yourself, Homer? No one agreed to delay our little game but yourself. And in case I'm not getting through to you, the fight begins now! Dun dun dun. Here we go, they're into it. Oh no, Daredevil's being covered in rubbish. He's got the trash can going. Hardly, my friend, unless you can fight your way through this garbage. Ugh, says Daredevil. Each box and can flying, striking me like a missile. Can't dodge it all in time. So look at that. Daredevil's that good, he's even using the rubbish as a weapon. But I have no wish to finish you off here, my friend. It would hardly serve my purpose. Thus, while you pick yourself up from the litter, I will make my escape, but slowly enough for you to follow me. Let's just spend the way like he's monologuing. It's like, I'm going to move away slowly so you can follow me, and then I'm going to try and kill you later. Mwahaha. How's that for 70s writing? Farewell, my friend. We shall see each other shortly. Friend, you're a grade A loon, he says. He's baiting me, wants me to follow him, he says. He thinks to himself. And I've got no other choice than player fly to his spider. And meanwhile, you say that Matt left more than an hour ago, Mrs. Galahad? I guess he's just taking his time returning, but thanks. That doesn't sound like Matt, Heather. He's usually punctual to the point of ridiculousness. Probably to make up for his blindness. Besides, he said he wanted the info on Glen Industries in double time. Are you putting me on Foggy? Glenn Industries is owned by my father, Maxwell Glenn. What? He says. Your father owns a slum tenement? But he's also paying out for this place. That just doesn't sound like Daddy. He's the original concerned citizen. Could he have been lying to me all these years, Foggy? I don't know what to believe these days. With the television and radio taking only about those new revelations, you can't escape the hypocrisy flooding over this country and more. So she thinks to herself, my daddy can't do this. My daddy's an upright citizen. He loves people. He does all the right things. So nope. Clearly something shady's going on with Dad, but let's find out. Oh, page 16 and 17, so we're coming towards the end of this comic. Whoa, look at that face. He looks angry. I don't know what to believe. They say they've found President Kennedy and his brother alive. They've been telling us that there was a double in the White House, a phony running the country. And today's news, listen. And the most incredible news coming this week from Washington, says the radio. A week filled with almost impossible to believe events is that the war in Vietnam never happened. According to spokesmen, the US Army was placed under mass hypnosis and forced to participate in illegal CIA wars in South America and Africa. We now switch you to our Washington correspondent, Abe Simons. They keep changing the stories. It sounds very what's that book? Is it 1984? Orwell. They keep changing the stories to rewrite history. All that what's it? Double think and all that. If anyone's familiar with George Orwell's work. Once, a long time ago, I really wanted to believe in myself, my parents, and in my country. Now, too many news items are coming to light, making me doubt everything I've ever believed in. What is happening to us, Foggy? What's happening? Well, it says that answer will be coming forthnight, but for now, forthcoming, or the answer's coming. So we're back to Daredevil and Bullseye. Alright, Bullseye, you've led us near through, not sure why you picked this place. There are police all around us, TV cameras focused on us. And the people, he says, are precisely the reason why I've come to this delightful arena, my friend. I wish for an audience to see our fight, an audience to witness my victory. The police won't interfere. I have men stationed throughout the crowd, ready to unleash a barrage of machine gun fire at the people should any law officer attempt to stop us. No, my friend, this fight will go unchecked. Wow, this Daredevil, just Bullseye feel full of himself. So look at me, I'm going to crush you like the insect that you are. Typical bad luck guy, talk too much fashion. Just meant this Union suit hero got to end is that much sooner. Just means this Union suit hero got to end there. You wanted to fight Bullseye, says Daredevil. You've got one. The action begins at last, he says. Oh, he picks up a rope and throws it at Daredevil, but I am prepared. I planned for this moment, worked towards its coming. And now this exhilaration I knew I would feel is here. Uh-oh, what that? The rope's gone around his neck, he's in trouble. What's he gonna do? You see, my friend, my plans are based on my infallible aim and my unique ability to turn anything into the most deadliest weapon. He says. Too many heartbeats. Can't hear, can't focus on the movement. And I can't move fast enough. Observe how a rope thrown ever so precisely can kill you, he says. Oh, no, wait. And now, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, he says. Turn on the spotlights. Bullseye says with hands up, raised up to the sky. I think we're up to our final page. Oh, there it is, our final page. And this is where our secret rare cover comes from. And let the battle begin, he says. There is a gas. The confused shouts of thousands assail Daredevil's super sensitive ears. For when the lights blink on and the crowd has suddenly discovered that instead of watching a Madison Square Garden 3-ring show, they have come to be the startling witnesses of the Circus of Death. Bum bum bum. Be here in 30 days. You won't regret it, it says. And I think that is the end of our comic. So that's where it leaves us. It leaves us with Daredevil and Bullseye front and center. It looks like the circus. He's got the spotlight. He's got the crowd. It's like the old school gladiators in the Roman arena. Who will win? Who will lose? I guess we'll have to find out if they ever release any more comics on VeVe. But I think we can safely say who won. And yeah, guys, that concludes the reading of Daredevil number 131, which is the first appearance of Bullseye. So we'll do a quick little recap. We'll go back through and look at some of the pictures. So yeah, very, very, very short comic book in comparison to some of the other ones we've read in past readings. The other ones are sort of averaged at around 25 to 27 pages. This one was only 18, so very, very, very short. There we go, a couple of comments. So Chris says, "Well done, Alex. Love this." Say thanks, Chris. I'm glad you enjoyed the reading, mate. Hopefully, I didn't butcher it too much. But it's all good. Shorty says, "Great read. Thanks, Shorty." So yeah, but we just turn off the music now. And yeah, so that was Daredevil number 131, the first appearance of Bullseye, which is Daredevil's big bad guy, but also causes a lot of hell on the street level Marvel heroes as well. Now, if you're interested in getting yourself a copy of this book, let me head over to the marketplace. That's one thing about VeVe as well, is they've got a marketplace, so you can actually buy these comic books. You can also sell them too, and they also do digital collectibles as well, which we can tell you what. Let's have a little bit of a look. So they do digital collectibles as well. As a small example, we've got some DeLoreans, we've got some Mermacornos, we've got a Spider-Man, we've got Disney pop-ups, we've got Chucky, we've got some horror dolls. That's really cool. Got a Ghost Rider, which just recently dropped. Got some Daredevil. Got all sorts of cool stuff. So you more or less can choose what you want. So we'll go back to the comic books, for example. Where's back? That one, back. So if we go down to, I might have to search this one. If I go Daredevil, that's the one I want. So this is what we're looking at in the market at the moment. So if you are interested in picking yourself up a copy of this comic book, so we've got the rares, we've got the common, the uncommon, the rare, the ultra rare that we went over a bit earlier. So let's go with the common. So the common is currently going for, wow, it is going for 1 gem and 70 frags. So 70 frags is what we say, like in our small denomination. So we've got gems and we've got frags. That's not official, but it's something we sort of came up with. So yeah, if you're looking to pick yourself up a copy of this comic book for yourself, so basically $1.70, so very, very affordable and ridiculously cheap, considering I believe if you go over to Go Collect, they've got some that have gone for hundreds of dollars in the real world. So yeah, very cool. So if you're looking to get yourself a common, they're going for that one. Uncommons are going for 2 gems and 20 frags. So again, very, very affordable. But if you want to get yourself a rare cover with that black and white, very cool, sort of like, coloring book looking book to it. 6 gems and 65 frags on the floor. So that's another good pickup as well. Our ultra rare cover is going for 22 gems. And the secret rare, which is the most scarce out of the lot, at 600 editions, is going for 89 gems. And that's got that interior cover panel that we just looked at. And yeah, guys, I think that's about all that we can sort of cover with this comic book. But yeah, so just let me get rid of that. So yeah, just going back to this. So yeah, this has been Daredevil number 131, the first appearance of Bullseye. This was requested by Mr. Chris Severs, who is our resident mint hunter from for the on the VeVe platform. And if you are interested in checking out Chris's X, or giving him a follow on the X space, this is his profile picture here. So this is Chris. He also does he also writes for Go Collect and has his own little blog. Oh, hang on. I just realized I'm not sharing the screen. That's probably why nobody can see it. Bear with me. That's better. So if I go back, sorry, let me go back again. Oh, wrong one. That one. So yeah, so this is Mr. Chris Severs here. So if you want to give him a like, give him a follow on the old X space, that's all there. And yeah, like I was saying before, he writes for Go Collect as well with his Go Collect blogs. And the last one he wrote was about Tron, saying Tron, a 1982 look through the grind into the metaverse. So it's basically saying that back in the day, 1982, which I remember the good old Tron movie, they were basically taking their first foray into the digital collecting and digital space with their Tron bikes, which are very, very cool. So if you're interested in checking that out, that's over on Go Collect. And yeah, really, really good read, and lots of different articles as well, just covering different aspects of digital collecting and where we might be going for the future. So a big shout out to Chris. And I think that's about everything we can go over. So yeah, guys. So yeah, this has been Relax and Read at number 11. This has been brought to you by the VeVe Collective, which is a collectors group of us. We're basically just more into digital into digital collecting. We predominantly do VeVe, but we do also dabble in other digital collecting platforms as well, such as Cryptoys, McFarlane Digital, Palm. They do the DC NFTs, and any other project that I can probably have missed off the top of my head. But yeah, we got a little bit everywhere. We're predominantly VeVe, but we do dabble more towards Cryptoys now as well. So if you haven't checked out Cryptoys, that's another cool one to check out as well. Sure, I was getting to that. Shul the 12th. So it says Shul the 12th because on the 12th we will be doing a live stream with the VeVe Collective, and basically just having a good chill out session, talking about our collecting journey, sharing some of our collections, what we've been doing the last little while, because it's been a long time since the VeVe got together, because life gets in the way, and we have other life commitments. As much as we would love to stay and play in this space for as long as we possibly can. So stay tuned for that. So that's coming up on the 12th, which I believe is next week. Yes, so next week Sunday. So normally we have VeVe weekends on Sunday, but we'll be substituting that for the 12th. So stay tuned for the 12th. So the 12th live stream coming, VeVe Collective. There'll be giveaways, there'll be stories, there'll be well-known famous faces, at least in our community anyway. And yeah, stay tuned because there's going to be lots of fun. And big thank you to everyone who's taken the time to listen to the reading, to write a comment. It says here I got five viewers on the VeVe Collective's YouTube channel. So thanks for that, guys. So as I say in all the streams, smash up the like, give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe. Everything always helps and supports the channel, and gets that lets that YouTube algorithm know that we're actually doing something. All right, guys. Well, it's 9:30 here at night in the UK. I'm gonna wrap this up, maybe chill out a little bit, so maybe catch up on my Star Wars Rebels, because I'm halfway through season 4 and just about to the end. It's starting to get good. trying to get through that so I can watch Ahsoka. But being Friday, say I've got the latest episode of Loki to get through, and now Invincible season 2 has just started over on Amazon Prime. So never ending. And also as well, we also do Twitter Spaces as well. So if you're not familiar, we also do VeVe Wednesdays, which is from 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time over on the X Spaces. So you can always welcome to come and chill with us there if you're about. And we always welcome everybody. So if you want to just listen in the background or come up and say something, you're more than welcome to. And we also have a weekend show as well called VeVe Weekends, which is from about 12:30 Pacific Standard Time till 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. But our clocks have the clocks over here have sort of changed, and the clocks are going to be changing soon, so that might change, not by much so. And so that's probably going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to say goodnight. Big thank you to everybody who's written a comment. Got Sean Pooh's given the claps. Gary's given the claps as well. Double Quill, thanks for jumping in. So hope you enjoyed the reading. So big claps, big thank yous from everybody. Hinai says good job, Prez. Thank you. And So if you guys want to request a comic book on VeVe for me to read, so send us a DM or write a comment down below. I'm always open to it. I think I might have one lined up already, but let me do it. I think also just looking at this comment. Person turquoise waving. I think his emoji my messed up, but I get it. So Chris, I hope you enjoyed the reading, mate. This one was for you. And so I am Ozmankollects63. I've been your reader this evening. This has been Relax and Read, brought to you by the VeVe Collective. I will be back again this time next week for our next reading, which I don't know. Let's see what it is. So stay tuned to the X Spaces because I'll post it there. But there, like I said, if you want to hear something, send us a DM and I'll make it just for you. All right, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And I shall talk to you hopefully on one of the X Spaces or in our chat, or I might even see you on the 12th when we do our VeVe Collective live stream. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. And I will see you all soon. All right. Bye.